Hello, buddy. Crow back, and this is a channel update. If you remember or don't remember, I put up a video last week asking for some channel feedback. Now, I've already taken the video down. I said I was going to take it down when I came to some sort of conclusion, or a week. So it's been about a week, so I took it down. Basically, the question was, should I do the pickup videos one way, where I kind of go through it and wind up with a 30, 45 minute, an hour video all together, or should I break it up per game and do, smaller videos that way? And actually, the feedback I got was really good. I really appreciate the feedback I got on that. Some people liked it one way, some people preferred it the other way. And then I got some feedback on, oh, maybe you could do it this way. In fact, and what's funny is that I, at one point, had thought I decided what I was going to do, and I actually responded to some people like, yeah, actually, this is the way I'm going to do it, I think. Or, yeah, I like that idea. Basically, other than doing it one way or the other, some of the feedback was, well, you could do it, the one big video and then, break it out into smaller videos as well. And that's kind of what I was thinking, but actually that's kind of what I'm going to do. But I came to a realization, and I was kind of looking at the problem the wrong way. I'm thinking that, I don't want to change what's in the video. I want to either have one big long video or several smaller videos. The problem is I'm talking too much about each game. I'm really going into more detail than I think I need to. So, future pickup videos are going to be the same way I've been doing them, except I'm going to limit myself to about a minute. No longer than a minute I'm looking at per game. That way, if I have a video where I've got 15 pickups, or 15 games, that video is going to be no longer than 15 minutes theoretically. I just need to edit myself out of... not necessarily... I should just talk about the circumstances of how I picked up the game, and not really how the game played or my opinions on the game. I could save that for another video, which I'll get into further in the video. This video. But, yeah, basically just talking about the pickup themselves. I still will have some gameplay footage, so I will still have played the game before the video. Not just picking up and holding up sealed games. Don't want to do that. I actually want to play the games. That's why I started talking about them so long. But I've got to either edit myself or edit the videos down, or either just consciously, while I'm making the video, not talk about it so much. Now... before I get into the other half of the plan, let me kind of list out the series I've got going, and if changes, if any, I'm going to be doing. Got Crow Plays. No changes there. That'll remain as is. I still have, I don't know how many videos that I've already made months ago that I'm still posting 1 week at a time. But I think in the future I may do something a little bit different with that. I don't want to spoil anything, but I got some ideas where it wouldn't necessarily be the game itself, like, oh, this is the game. It could be something like, oh, let's do this specific thing in this game. That kind of thing. Kind of having a little bit more fun with it, I think. Having more fun with the game. Because, games are supposed to be fun. I want my channel to reflect games that are fun. Games that are worth playing, that are entertaining, maybe... The game could be bad, but it could still be entertaining, and it could sometimes be fun to play a bad game. Yeah, maybe changing up Crow Plays a little bit, doing, okay, this specific game. I'm going to keep doing Pinball Arcade, and not so much a spoiler, or so, I don't know, but I do have the Zachariah Pinball app on my phone, so I kind of want to go through those Zachariah tables, too, at some point, as Crow Plays. So yeah, I'm going to have a lot of pinball stuff in my Crow Plays, but I still want to put some other stuff in there. I still have some Android games. Those Android games I've been posting, that was kind of a bit of an experiment, and hardly anybody seems interested in those. So I'll probably stop doing games like Angry Birds and the home run in Berserk Land, that kind of thing. I thought Berserk Ball 2 was great, and nobody watched it. So, and again, I'm not really making videos to get views. I mean, having views is nice. Is kind of giving me some sort of gauge as to what I want to do. So, that gauge is pretty low on that Android stuff. So I'll have to think a little bit more carefully before I do Android stuff again. So Zachariah Pinball stuff, definitely I'll do in the future. That might be the only other Android stuff, unless something spectacular comes out or something. What else we got? I already went through pickups. Questions and answers. I'm still doing those Q&A videos. I'm actually looking at my Google Drive right now. Since the last time, I only have 4 questions. I don't get a whole lot of questions for QQQAAA. But I will say that I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to do a video on E3 or not. Now, I didn't really watch everything, but I did get a question about E3 and for this. So I will do, if you got questions of me for E3, go ahead and ask them there, because I will answer the E3 stuff. Go over the E3 stuff in the QQQAAA, I think, but I'm not going to make a separate video for that. Everything that's needed to be said has been said several ways from several different points of view. I don't really think I could offer, I do have my opinion on it, some of the stuff, and I will let you know that one way or another, most likely in the next QQQAAA, whenever that is. I don't know when I'm going to film that. Then we've got In My Collection Why. It's IMCY question mark. That series gone. I'm not doing that anymore. I decided, I even had some stuff filmed for that. For the next 4 episodes, I have stuff filmed, both captured footage, and I actually filmed myself. I just haven't edited it. I'm not going to make it. What I was thinking was, way back when, I did a series of my collection. Okay, I said, okay, here are all my NES games. And I think it was like a 30-part series where it's like, oh, here's all the games in my NES collection. Here's all the games in my Genesis collection. Blah, 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 blah. And the reason I was doing that was because I wanted to, to have a start clean breakpoint so everybody kind of knew what was in my collection at that point. And so when I went through pickup videos, I would, you could just add that to what was in my collection. If you were so inclined to even care about that. That's the way my mind works. I mean, probably less people even care about that than I think, but I just did that, so that was there. But then I was like, okay, well, I kind of thought that, okay, in my collection, why would be a good reason for me to go through all those games and explain why in more detail, one game at a time, why it's in my collection. I kind of wanted to spend more time editing. It's just taking me forever, too long to do those videos, to even work on them. Not that it's taking me hours and hours and hours to work on them. I'm just not working on them. In filming them, I captured footage for those 4 episodes all on the same day, like 2 months ago or something like that. And then, like a couple weeks ago, I actually filmed it. So now I'm all disjointed. I can't remember certain things in the game. It's not worth doing. I am going to replace In My Collection Why with another series that I think I have a name for, but I'm not going to say in case I decide to change it. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be called. But, for example, if I beat Batman Arkham City recently. So, since I beat the game, maybe I want to kind of talk about it a little bit. It would be part of that series. Or maybe, I did a pickups video and somebody, I was like, oh, could you tell me a little bit more about this game? Or maybe I just want to go into more detail about the game rather than picking it up. That would be part of that series. Maybe, I want to make a video on, I don't know, all my favorite bowling type games or something like that. That would be part of that series. So basically, just kind of stuff I want to talk about things that are current, basically. I don't want to have to rewind and go back in my collection and have to play some other games and force myself to make a video on something that I'm like, for example, I'm playing Splatoon. Maybe sometime in the future I'll make a video a little bit more detailed on Splatoon rather than the pickup video I made, because, man, that pickup video, I'm kind of, I made that pickup video, and then after I made the pickup video, I started having a lot more fun with the game, and I'm actually hooked on it. I want to play it again today. Uh, so yeah, maybe I could go more into my opinions on like a game like that, or maybe I could just do something completely random and weird, like, oh, let's do this in this game, kind of like. And I see, things are getting mixed up, but basically, I want this series to be whatever I want it to be, and very flexible. Basically, not rigid. Like, it doesn't have to be a top 10 list. It doesn't have to be like game reviews. It doesn't have to be, oh, my opinions. So that's, pickups are going to be pickups. They're going to be shorter, just pickups, and then I'll have this other series where it could be whatever. That's what I'm going to do. I didn't want to talk about it so long. Let's keep this video under 10 minutes. Thanks everyone for watching. See you all next time.